Hello and welcome back to the third season of What's in a Story, titled Narratives of Nature and Environment of South Asia. I am Lupamudra Moitro, and in this podcast I read the stories from my books as an anthropologist, writer and translator working with popular culture and heritage of India and South Asia. In my podcast here, I read stories from my books which are about folklore, myths and legends of India and South Asia, and I introduce each story with some additional information from different fields of history, archaeology, geology and others, which helps to bring a context to the story. However, it is also important to mention that the information should be studied well and understood within specific socio-cultural, religious, political or historical contexts. Most of these stories from folklore took shape across a wide range of time through centuries. And over a period of time, many features and aspects were added to the narratives, giving the shape that we come across in present times. Thus, before taking these stories as historical proof, one should be careful enough to analyze the historical context of the essence of each story. Let's try to take the positive message through these stories as we proceed with Season 3, the narratives of nature and environment of South Asia. Here, I would like to take the message forward from Season 2 of Water Narratives of South Asia and read stories which speak of the various interactions between man and nature and of stories of preserving and conserving the nature around us. Without the beautiful nature that surrounds us, we will perish sooner or later. And frankly speaking, aren't we already experiencing the grim pictures of what global warming has created all around us? Say, like rampantly cutting down trees, creating havoc across river banks and deltas, or the horrific littering of plastic waste on river banks and beaches, which has only resulted in destroying flora and fauna and choking up so many aquatic lives around us, destroying green covers massively to build concrete structures, polluting fresh water, creating a shortage of drinking water, and the list just seems to go on and on. However, fortunately, many people are also working tirelessly to combat the situation, but it just never seems to be enough. We have already lost a lot of valuable wealth, and it's time to listen to the clarion call, for there is only one earth, and that's all we have. Here's wishing a positive thought is shared through each story of this season, the third season of What's in a Story, titled Narratives of Nature and Environment of South Asia, follows the story of the next episode in Season 3 of What's in a Story. About today's story. Today's story focuses on a very significant aspect of both the history as well as the geography of South, Southeast and Eastern Asia, majorly the different types of traditional calendars which represents the agricultural rhythm or the pattern of different countries of this entire massive region. So somewhere connecting all the places at the same time. On the other hand, in spite of this connection, the strain of connection, each place nevertheless maintains their individuality, which are reflected through different types of cuisine, songs, dances, clothes, festivals, rites, rituals, and so on and so forth. And there are different folk tales, mythologies, different aspects of the local poems and other things which builds up rhythm and an individual nature, creates an individual nature of each specific region. And that's the beauty of this entire pattern, where the season begins, the traditional agricultural calendar year begins. We have seen this even in the last month. Different parts of India celebrated the beginning of a new agricultural year, that is the traditional calendar. Across this last week, across 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th of April, different parts of India as well as South and Southeast Asia also celebrated the beginning of a new agricultural year, that is the traditional calendar. Today's story actually speaks about one such festival, that is the Losar. The Losar, also referred to as the New Year, it's an agricultural festival and symbolizes the onset of spring and is celebrated with a lot of fun and laughter and song and music and clothes and jewelry across a wide region including Tibet, Bhutan, Nepal, different parts of north and northeastern India as well, and also amidst the diaspora residing in different parts of the world. Losar is also one of the most important festivals celebrated in the Ladakh region. The traditional Cham dance is performed by monks in a monastery. Fire procession takes place and homes are decorated with fragrant flowers and auspicious symbols as the locals of Ladakh celebrate the festival. The highlight of the celebrations in Ladakh is the Metho procession, as people carry flaming torches and chant prayers to expel evil spirits. That's according to the belief. In Sikkim, in northeastern India, Losar is known as Namsoong. The celebrations involve mask dances, community feasts, and rituals in monasteries. The Monpa community in Arunachal Pradesh, also in northeastern India, celebrates the festival by gathering together and performing folk songs and dances and other ceremonies. Different types of other ceremonies. The festival reflects the importance of family gatherings, communal feasts, and traditional performances. It strongly reflects the region's unique blend of Tibetan and indigenous traditions. Within the state of Himachal Pradesh of northern India, in areas like Lahaul and Spiti, people gather to participate in various religious and cultural activities to mark the beginning of the new year. It is often compared, interestingly, to the Chinese New Year. But there are some striking differences too. Both can occur on the same day in some years and maybe on different days in others. There are differences between the Tibetan and the Chinese calendars as well. Losar is celebrated in Tibet through a lot of decorations. On the first day of Losar, Tibetans wear good clothes, worship their respective deities, and sit down in order of seniority to drink their very first cup of butter tea on New Year's Day. Younger members of a family greet the elders with a container of grains as well as khataks. Then they visit their neighbors to exchange greetings. The next day, they travel to see their friends and relatives and exchange greetings. The evenings are filled with fun and games, dancing and singing. I read about the festival of Losar from one of my articles and a research paper published in 2021 titled Losar, a Colourful and Multi-Purpose Tibetan Festival. The link of this article is provided in the information section of this podcast. Follows the story of the Losar festival, and I would be highlighting the festival and associated stories, folk tales and myths from across South Asia. Follows the story. The story of the beautiful festival of Losar. Interestingly, this festival traces its origin to the Bon religion from the pre-Buddhist period in Tibet. Every winter, people gather to offer large quantities of incense to please local spirits and deities. According to Tibetan history, the festival of Losar is said to have emerged during the 4th century CE during the 9th Tibetan king Pude Gongyal's reign. And it is said that Losar merged with the harvest festival to give rise to the present annual Losar festival. There are various interpretations and stories associated with the date of the beginning of Losar festival. According to one such story and belief from the 16th century, Chewang Namgyal, a king of Ladakh, decided to celebrate Losar 2 months earlier in anticipation of an imminent battle. However, this idea is often critiqued. Many say that Losar has been celebrated from time immemorial by the people in Ladakh on the present time period. Interestingly, Losar also coincides with the birth anniversary of a Buddhist reformer of 15th century, Tsongkhapa. It was widely believed that the constellation Karma Mar, where Mar means red, signaled the beginning of spring. The name refers to a particular bright red star in the constellation that rises in the east during the springtime. December is heralded by the constellation Karma Minrup, which is seen right after sunset. This also signals a period to start making new woolen clothes for Losar in February. Another legend also talks of an old woman named Belma, who is believed to have introduced the concept of lunar time measurement. It was a groundbreaking innovation that was particularly significant for agricultural communities, helping them plan their farming activities. To honor her contribution, ceremonies were performed at local springs as people offered gratitude to the Nagas or the water spirits. While it is a Buddhist festival, Losar is also intertwined with local Hindu rituals in regions like Ladakh, where it is associated with the king Gasir of Ling. Losar is a celebration of the bravery and wisdom of a king who was considered a cultural hero and the bearer of divinity here. Across the northern regions of India, it is celebrated as a time for offerings, prayers, and family reunions. It signifies the triumph of good over evil, the renewal of life, hope, and prosperity, and the purification of the mind and body. It serves as a perfect blend of a festival that holds cultural and spiritual significance. Rituals and customs are designed to welcome positive energies for the new year while eliminating every lingering negativity from the year gone by. Losar in Bhutan is a traditional day of offering known as Chunipa Losar. It is a traditional Bhutanese New Year celebrated in Bhutan on the first day of the 12th month of the Bhutanese lunar calendar. It is also known as Sarchukpe or Sharchukpa Losar, the New Year of the Eastern Bhutanese, as the day is popular in Eastern Bhutan. The day is a national public holiday and usually falls in January or February of the Gregorian calendar. The traditional day of offering, known as Buelwa Puevi Neem, originated when the representatives from all over Bhutan offered Buelwa to Zabdrung at Punakha Zong on the first day of the 12th month of the Bhutanese lunar calendar to show their gratitude for unifying the country in the 17th century. It is said that the Trongsa Penlop led the representatives of Sarchok Khorlo Sibgye, that is the 8 spokes of the wheel of Eastern Bhutan. Paro Penlop led the people of Western Bhutan, and Darkar Penlop led the people of the south in their offerings to Zabdrung. Due to its significance, Zabdrung chose this day as the time to change the officials of his new government and monastic body in Punakha. The day is regarded as the old Bhutanese New Year Day, as the day was chosen by Zabdrung himself. Since then, the auspicious day is observed as a traditional day of offering. During the celebration, traditional food is eaten with fruits, sugarcane, and green bananas. The celebrations also include games, dancing, singing, feasts, dart playing, and archery. In the adjoining region of Nepal, Losar is one of the main festivals as well. The festival is celebrated in Buddhist religious follower communities like Tamang, Sherpa, Gurung, and Thakali, who live in hilly and mountainous regions. Tamu Losar is celebrated by the Gurung people. Sonam Losar is observed by the Tamang, and Gyalpo Losar is a Sherpa tradition. The literal meanings of Losar is New Year, which also I have highlighted at the very beginning of this podcast. And it follows the cycle of 12 years called Lohkor. Borga is the unique name given to each year and represented by different animals with reputed attributes like mouse, cow, tiger, cat, garura, serpent, horse, sheep, monkey, bird, dog and deer. The cycle of animals is arranged in a single circle printed on paper or cloth. In Nepal, the 12 rotation system was used to calculate people's ages without a calendar. In Nepal, Losar is also an important part of the lives of the Tibetans residing there, who visit the stupa in Bodhnath on the eastern side of Kathmandu to watch the lamas performing various rites and rituals.